evening. My name is Sarah Hall. I'm one of the assistant principals here at White Plains High School. Welcome to our 2021-2022 Underclass Awards. It is so great to see everyone in person. Just some friendly reminders before we begin our program. Please be mindful of social distancing, as well as please be aware of who you are sitting next to. If anybody wishes to wear a mask, there are masks available at the entrances, okay? Students, when your name is called, I know Dr. Free just told you all this, but when your name is called, you're going to walk across the podium, and you're going to pick up your certificates by Ms. Adamiak, Ms. Mendoza, and Ms. Monserrato, okay? So now I would like to introduce Jack Pannone up to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Jack, can you please come up here?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Thank you, Jack. I would now like to introduce our proud principal of White Plains High School, Mr. Emerly Martinez.
Good evening. Bienvenidos, familias. Thank you for joining us this evening. I want to just first thank families for all the continued support over the last few years, certainly, and certainly this year as we've now entered into our next phase of really bringing the school back to life. On behalf of myself, the faculty and administration of the high school, as well as the Board of Education, Dr. Ricca, and the Superintendent's Cabinet, we really thank you for your partnership, and especially to our students tonight, our Tigers that are getting recognized. Congratulations. This is the culmination of your hard work, and we are certainly thrilled to be able to recognize that hard work that you've had over the last few years here, and still have plenty more to do. So with that, I will go ahead and begin our presentation of awards. The Harvard Book Prize. The Harvard Book Prize is presented to a member of the junior class who displays excellence in scholarship, commitment and high character, and involvement in co-curricular activities. This year's recipient is Damien Kamna. Our next recipient. Our next award is the Princeton University Book Award. The Princeton Book Award is given to a junior who is at the top of his or her class academically and demonstrates both intellectual leadership and strong character. This student also best exemplifies the spirit behind Princeton's motto, in the nation's service and in the service of humanity. In addition to the academic portion of the criteria, the model portion could be interpreted in many ways. The top student who, in addition to academic excellence and integrity, displays a spirit of service in the school community, the larger community, or the world at large. It can be anything from having a passion for Model UN to being very involved in the arts or for being committed to community service. The idea is using one's abilities and intelligence for positive impact on communities and people, as opposed to only personal achievements. This year's recipient is Alyssa Kimball. The Yale Book Award. When the Yale Book Award is presented to a high school junior, it brings with it a high standard of recognition of outstanding personal character and intellectual promise. The recipient of this book award exhibits outstanding academic achievement, leadership, and service to others. This year's recipient is Jake Friedman. the University of Pennsylvania Book Award. In the words of Benjamin Franklin, an inclination joined with an ability to serve mankind, one's country, friends, and family, which ability is to be acquired or greatly increased by true learning, and should indeed be great aim and end of all learning. This year's recipient is Then When. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. I would now like to invite up Ms. Colleen Morrell, our North House Administrator, to present the next awards.
Hi, good evening. I'm going to present the Williams Book Award. The Williams College Book Award is presented to a junior who has demonstrated intellectual leadership and has made a significant contribution to the co-curricular life of the school. This year's recipient is Milo Chris. The next award is the Barnard Book Award. The Barnard Book Award is presented to a female student who has demonstrated excellence in the area of social sciences. This year's winner is Sinclair Harris.
Thank you, Ms. Morrell. I would now like to invite up Mr. Gaetano Vidiello, our Assistant Principal, who will be presenting for Ms. Olaporte.
Good evening. Okay, we're going to start with the Math Underclass Awards. For achievement in Algebra 2 Trade, we'd like to recognize Bianca Katrina Arana, Laura Hibbert, Sequoia Lane, and Alfredo Munoz. For achievement in Algebra Common Core Regions, we'd like to recognize Patricia Abad Ayala, Shannon Alfonso, Sarah Alzate, Alex Rodriguez Pasasio, and Amy Zarate. For achievement in Geometry, we'd like to recognize Nayala DeFreitas, Jurgen Escalante, and Carla Gracio. For achievement in Geometry Honors, we'd like to recognize Marilene Sosa Wixie. For achievement in Geometry Applications, we would like to recognize Jorge Avila Rito, Denise Calderon, Jack Contreras, Edwin Damien, Francisco Montalvo III, Edwin Peralta Vasquez, Akori Shakur, and Rudy Suarez. For achievement in Geometry Common Core Regions, we'd like to recognize Alicia Ahmed, Aaron Dean, Casey Flusser, Sophia Gould, Kaylin Lala Kappa, Justin Lopez, and Jasmine Perez. For Algebra 2 Trigonometry Honors, we'd like to recognize Ava Darcy. The Russell Sage College Book Award is an award presented to a junior who has not only excelled in the classroom, but has also been a role model and community leader. This year's recipients are Courtney Austin, Kevin Mendoza Munoz, Jack Canone, Tiago Guimarães de Oliveira, and Santiago Nino Pinzon. Congratulations to all of our math winners. I'd now like to invite up Ms. Lisa Panero, who will be presenting for World Languages.
Good evening, parents, students, and family members. It is my pleasure to be here tonight on behalf of the World Language and English as a New Language teachers to recognize the students in their classes who have demonstrated high achievement, enthusiasm, hard work, and a true passion for learning languages. Okay, so we're going to start with the AP classes. I'd ask you to hold your applause until I read all of the AP classes and their names. Thank you. Oh, I take that back. We're starting with accelerated French and Spanish. Okay. So for accelerated French, we recognize Bani Sani. And for accelerated Spanish, we recognize Ali Verdi. Now for the AP courses. In AP Chinese Language and Culture, we recognize Ronji Deng. In AP Italian Language and Culture, Sinclair Harris. In AP Spanish Language and Culture, Andrea Arteaga, Patrick Brown, Nicole Kamakwari, Maria Nelly Garcia Lantigua, Kelly Lopez Flores. And in Spanish AP Literature, we recognize Leah Arias and Alyssa Kimball. Now we move to our newest program in the high school, American Sign Language. And we'd like to recognize in American Sign Language 1, Natasha Rava, and in American Sign Language 2, Riley Falvey. Now we're moving to our English as a New Language department. We're going to start with our newcomers who are in English 1 and ENL 1, our newcomer beginners. We're very proud of them. Tonight we recognize Angeline Castaneda, Santos Fuentes, Lesbia Gabriel, Naralyn Garcia Lantigua, Wilbur Miranda, and Lydia Tamanich. In ENL 1 Intermediate, we recognize Alman Arian and Diana Olmedo. In ENL 2, we recognize Jeffrey Munoz and Lisbeth Canalanda. And in ENL 3, we recognize Adriani Bueno and Ingrid Vasquez. Now we're going to move into the French program. Our French 2 recipients are Diego Chavez, Eliana Guzman, Anastasia Kazantseva, and Cindy Tepetitla. In French 3A, we recognize Natalie Fenelon, Nadia Jones, Imani Kagodi, Jennifer Moranta, Andrea Navarro, and Lucas Rode. In French 4 honors, we recognize Sophie Ginsberg and Sarah Rodriguez de Oliveira. And finally, in the French program, the recipient for the French Film Award goes to Nadav Rogatsky. Moving along to Italian now. In Italian 2A, we recognize Julia Cocciardi, Abigail Dorshak, Gabrielle Guerrero, Thomas Keegan, Genesis Okendo, and Skylar Rosen. In Italian 3A, the recipients are Caitlin Celentano, Perry Kahn, Fatima Orozco Reyes, and Denise Tahonar. In Italian 4 honors, we recognize Sofia Alexandru, Karan Sedandi, Christian Matute, Paolo Perron, Isabella Quintero, and Caitlin Wigan. And the recipient for Italian film is Jason Morocho. Now we're into our Chinese language program. In Mandarin 2A, we recognize Aaron Dean, Noah Lee, and Lily Wu. In Mandarin 3A, we recognize Tanner Gaccio Pareto and Amber Lau. In Mandarin 4 honors, we recognize Vin Nguyen and Ashley Toby. Moving back to Spanish, in Spanish 2A, our recipients are Shannon Alfonso, Anissa Bagby, Jackson Bott, Jennifer Dompierre, Kayla Garcia, Judah Goldenberg, Faith Barnaga, Alexis Levis Elkin, Tyler Olin, Kayla Brett, Layla Tomlin, and John Valencia. In Spanish 3A, we recognize... Keep going. Okay. Okay, sorry. In Spanish 3A, we recognize Mohammed Ishraq Rahman Chowdhury, Ava Darcy, Leah Dennis, Laura Hibbert, Leah Menotumalil, and Gaireli Rosa. In Spanish 4 honors, we recognize Mia Caridi, Catherine Keller, Rebecca Thomas, and Adam Torres Jr. In Spanish Language Arts 2, we recognize Sara Alzate, Dani Garshadi Weiss, Karen Gallegos, Naralis Lasso Diaz, Mia Nashali Montes, Shai Orzo, Emily Portillo, Vanessa Tamaj Mazariegos, and Amiko Tonoshaw. And finally, in the language program in Spanish Language Arts 3, we recognize Noah Brick, Nayla Capune, Bianca Potrina, Nia Griffin, and Elizabeth Heredia. Congratulations to all our recipients. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Panaro. I would now like to invite up Dr. Margaret Hawthorne-Doty, to present the Science Award.
Good evening. The Science and Engineering Department Awards are given to students who, in the opinion of their teachers, have shown outstanding achievement, performance, and achievement in understanding, performance, collaboration, and/or effort. There are several recipients in each subject area, so please hold your applause until the end of the subject. For achievement in biology, Julia Cocciardi, Cindy Tepetitla, Francis Flora, Andros Jimenez, Judah Goldenberg, Celia Temperato, Ayan Karagar, Jose Rosas Tomas, Sophie Weisberg, Alexander Armeno, Migdalia Abzun, Mackenzie Lindberg, Jorge Dutan, Jackson Bott, Camilla Pierce, Evangeline Dalton, Justin Lopez, Alexandra Lee Renner, Sophia Gould, Sebastian Alvarado, Jensen Sherpa, Alana Gray, Clara Ladace Bernal, Joseph Ziegler, Emiko Tonoshel, Diego Vera Almada, Lily Wu, and Zaira Sanchez Estrada. For achievement in chemistry, Ariel Viada, Ariane Zaranegar, Nicole Arevalo Hernandez, Mohammed Ishrak Rahman Chowdhury, Abigail Roman, Alexis Quatley, sorry about that, Leah Dennis, Alyssa Shargorodsky, Evan Rosen, Mark Lopez, Annalise DiGuglielmo, Diana Saka, and Imani Kikoti. For achievement in physics, Samantha Nolan, Henry Chichuka, Island Delgado Schumann, Sinclair Harris, Perry Kahn, Albert Mundandan, Adam Torres Jr., Vin Nguyen, Sarah Rodriguez de Oliveira. For special achievement in science, Angeline Castaneda Guevara. And then we have a series of achievement in advanced topics in science that have specific subject areas. In anatomy and physiology, Emily Signer, Ricardo Mejia Valencia, Danielle Cocciardi, and Vincenzo Bonaiuto. In medical terminology, Guadalupe Caporal. In AP Biology, Ronjia Dung and Damien Kemna. In AP Environmental Science, Gabriela Correa. That's it for that one. And in Marine Science, also just one, Nishali Dove. For achievement in science research, we have Abigail Roman, Lucas Rode, Alyssa Kimball, Sophia Alexandru, and Vin Nguyen. And for achievement in engineering and technology, we have Eliav Goldman, Noah Brick, Catherine Peller, Caitlin Wyman, and Samantha Mendoza. So I also have two somewhat wider science awards to present. The first is the University of Rochester Bauchemont Honorary Science Award. This award is presented to a junior who exhibits high achievement and rigor in science and mathematics classes and makes positive contributions to their school and within the larger community. This award carries with it automatic consideration for the Bauchemont Science Scholarship at the University of Rochester, which provides each qualified student with $7,500 a year for a total of $30,000 over 4 years if they attend the University of Rochester. This year's recipient is Sophia Alexandru. I'm also presenting the Rensselaer Medal, and this medal is given to an outstanding junior who has distinguished him or herself in mathematics and science. The purposes of the Rensselaer Medal Award is to recognize superlative achievement and to motivate students towards careers in science, engineering, and technology. This award carries with it a merit scholarship to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. If the recipient attends RPI, he or she is guaranteed $30,000 per year for a total of $120,000 for a 4-year. This year's recipient is Vin Nguyen.
Thank you, Dr. Doty.
Congratulations to all recipients.
Thank you. So I would now like to invite up Mr. Douglas Prompt, who is our English coordinator, to present our English and our Fine Arts Award.
All right, Mr. Prompt. Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to all parents and families and student recognees. The White Plains High School English Department Awards are given to recognize students for their outstanding academic performance in and contributions to their English classes. Each of these awards has several recipients, so please hold your applause till the end. First, we have awards for achievement in English for 9th grade. Judah Goldenberg, Alana Mediaco, Zaira Sanchez Estrada, Ella Kinchilo, Joseph Ferrara, Daniela Di Savino, Alexandra Lee Rennert, Ivan Nust, Sophia Levy, Elizabeth Pateco, Rachel Espinoza, Jensen Sherpa, Allison Medina Vargas, Liam Crooks, and Edgar De Jesus. Next, we have awards for achievement in English for 10th grade. Natalie Flores, Coral Chestnut, Carla Gracia, Matthew Sellinger, Allison Porcelli, Evan Rosen, Danny Amir, Lucas Rode, Caitlin Celentano, Wetchina Maurice, Ava Mandelbaum, Rosa Dalilo, Angela Bariga, and Mohammed Ishraq Rahman Chowdhury. Next, we have the awards for achievement in English for 11th grade. Sophia Emmert, Adam Torres Jr., Sinclair Harris, Milo Chris, Ashley Toby, Albert Mundada, Anaí Polino Romaldo, Patrick Brown, and Sophie Ginsberg. Now, we'd like to recognize students for excellence in creative writing. Gabriel Corin, Lucas Rode, Ali Verdi, Mia Karidi, Ava Mandelbaum, Mohammed Ishraq Rahman Chowdhury, Nuala Stangalini. And that's it. Next, we recognize students for excellence in academic writing. Mia Karidi, Alexander Petty, Noah Brick, Imani Kagode, Nia Griffin, Jane Rajasingh, Jackson Bach, Tanner Gacio Pareto, Abigail Roman, Milo Chris, Sinclair Harris, Albert Mundanen, and Sophie Ginsberg. And finally, the English department would like to recognize the following students for achieving the greatest growth in their English classes over the course of the school year. Emmanuel J. Ramirez, Angel Valencia, Ryan Kruskoff, Nadia Jones, Jackson Bourgeois, Ian Tinajero Maldonado, Genesis Quintaswaka, Jalissa Mendoza, Ashley Hernandez Cuenca, Timothy Melendez, Oscar Armas, and Christian Fennell. Now it's my honor to award the Elmira Key Award. The Elmira College Key Award is given to a junior who demonstrates outstanding school and community leadership. This year's recipients are Michelle Jones and Joseph D'Amelio. Now, on behalf of the Fine Performing Arts Coordinator, Gary West, I'd like to recognize the Fine Arts Underclass Award recipients. It's not often that we have underclassmen selected to participate in an all-Eastern honor ensemble, but this year we had 2 underclassmen choral students selected to attend the American Choral Directors Association Eastern Conference in Boston, Massachusetts. These students submitted recorded auditions and were selected from thousands of students from all over the northeastern region of the United States to participate in the Student Honors Choir that were featured at the conference. We are very proud of them and this accomplishment. Please help me in congratulating Thomas Keegan and Isabel Hott. The Directors' Awards are given by the conductors of the ensembles to recognize the most outstanding juniors in each ensemble that have shown a high level of commitment since 9th grade to the music program at White Plains High School. We have 5 junior recipients this year from our performing ensembles, and they are Vanessa Celestin, Juan Fontalvo, Nashley Dove, Kay Watanabe, and Jack Halperin. The Outstanding Freshman and Sophomore Awards are given by the teachers of the band, orchestras, and choirs to recognize the significant musical and overall contributions made by each of these students to the ensemble in which they participate. The Outstanding Freshman recipients are Andros Yevenis, Thomas Keegan, Carla Registe, Anissa Bagby, and Francis Flora. And the Outstanding Sophomore recipients are Isabella McGuire, Melissa Vargas Almanzar, Isabel Haack, Jenny Vicente Milado, Lucas Rode, and Tanner Gacio Pareto. And finally, the Junior Recognition Awards in Art. These awards are given to juniors that have shown great promise in the field of visual arts over the past 3 years. The students are chosen by the White Plains High School art teachers, which is always a long and arduous process because there are so many deserving students. We work to identify the most promising students from a list of hundreds of juniors, and this year, the 15 recipients are Leah Arias Escalante, Elizabeth Armagida, Bryn Austin, Taryn Becerra, Tamar Brumberg, Delilah Castillo, Emma Demara, Logan Magnuson, Santiago Nino Pizon, Hannah O'Rourke, Catherine Heller, Giselle Uchi Arevalo, Manuel Ramirez, Melissa Villegas, and Jenna Vitale. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Crum. I would now like to invite us Mr. Christopher Trieste, who is our PE coordinator. Mr. Trieste?
Good evening, everyone. I would like to announce the award winners for the Achievement in Health Education. We have a number of recipients, so as we've been doing all night, please hold your applause until the last name has been called. Christian Sesse, Eleanor Beck, Jackson Bourgeois, Sharia Hassan, Nia Griffin, and Jack McMahon. opportunity now to present the award for the Tulane University Book Award. This award is given to a student who has embodied Tulane's motto, which is not for oneself, but for one's own. This student has demonstrated excellence in academics, leadership, and public service. This year's recipient is Jaden Booker.
Thank you, Mr. Trias. I would now like to invite up Ms. Monique Adams, one of our South House administrators, to do the next award.
Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure tonight of introducing two awards. The first is the Smith College Book Award. The Smith College Book Award is presented to a female junior who combines high academic achievement with generosity of spirit. The recipient is a student who is curious, enthusiastic, and has a strong character. She contributes positively to society and has a vision for the world around her. This year's recipient is Selena Bradley. The second award is the Dwight D. Eisenhower Leadership Award. The Parents Club of West Point Dwight D. Eisenhower Leadership Award honors the memory and legacy of Dwight D. Eisenhower, former President of the United States, distinguished general in the United States Army, and a graduate of the United States Military Academy at West Point. This award is given to an outstanding high school junior who has demonstrated exceptional performance in academics, athletics, community service, leadership, and moral character. This year's recipient is Jack Halpern.
Thank you, Ms. Adams. I would now like to invite up Mr. Will Dixon, one of our other South House administrators. Mr. Dixon.
Good evening. The University of Rochester George Eastman Young Leaders Award. This award goes to a junior who demonstrates strong leadership within the school and community. This student is in challenging courses and maintains high grades. In addition, this student is involved in numerous extracurricular activities. This year's recipient, Johnny Inn. The Brandeis Book Award. The Brandeis Book Award is presented to a member of the junior class who exemplifies a commitment to civic engagement, community service, political activism, social justice, or volunteer work. This year's recipient, Anaí Paulino Romaldo.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon. I will now like to invite up Mr. Richard Dillon, who is our social studies coordinator. Mr. Dillon is all you.
Good evening. I have the distinct pleasure of presenting the Social Studies Awards this evening. The Social Studies Awards were awards that were nominated by the staff members of the Social Studies Department. I'd like to begin by presenting the Global History Awards for Excellence. Diego Chavez, Ilana Catafalso, Edwin Peralta Vasquez, Logan Lent, Sebastian Alvarado, Melissa Cartoco, Camilo Garcia, Elizabeth Catalco, Niais Lasso Diaz, Almetra Ramirez Viega, Kyle O'Sullivan, Anthony Estralio, Ilana Catafoso, Kaylee Pacheco, and Adriana Chirico. The next recipients are for global history, and these are students who demonstrated effort and perseverance throughout the year. And the recipients are Nicholas Cordova, Yanaya Xavier, Coleman Lee, Zaire Brown, Alejandro Arroyo, Peter Rampolo, Natalia Gonzalez. The next awardees are for excellence in global history honors, and the recipients are Sophia Levy, Hillary Mabia Vela Wowell, Ilana Bediaco, and Judah Goldenberg. The recipients for effort and perseverance in global history honors are Grace Flores and Anastasia Casas Siva. The recipients for the Award of Excellence in Global History 2 regions are Carla Garcia, Gabrielle Moriavec, Joseph Katzenstan, Jordan Torres, Casey Flusa, and Jocelyn Meza Moran. The recipients for the award in effort and perseverance in global history 2 are Gael Torres, Diego Quintana, Christopher Sanchez, Shopakova, Matilas, Omar McKenzie. The recipients for excellence in AP World History are Samara Sawat, Miller Talismanic, Lucas Road. The recipients for effort and perseverance in World History AP are Imani Kigod, Nadia Stagalini, Angel Valencia, Caitlin Celatano, August Gary, and Alicia Amanda. The recipients for excellence in U.S. history regions are Zarin Basher, Natasha Rapa, Colin Campbell, Diana Flores, Justin Casanada, and Jennifer Flores. The recipients for effort and perseverance U.S. History Regents are Ashley Sylvia, Sebastian Sosa, Lucas Wilkes, Carlene Garcia, and Ivan Navarro. Recipients for the Excellence in Super U.S. History are Ahani Benino Romolano and Charisma Moreno. The recipients for excellence in AP U.S. History are Ashley Toby, Sarah Rodriguez de Oliveira, and Vin Mucci. Recipients for the awards for efforts and perseverance in AP U.S. History are Rachel Bellacota, Gabriela Carrera, and Ronan Starr. We also have 3 book awards to give out. And the first 2 are named after former faculty members of the Social Studies Department. The Ed Zemmel Book Award. The Ed Zemmel Award is awarded to a promising student in U.S. history and human rights whose exemplary scholarship and/or activism displays the dedication Mr. Zemmel himself displayed in the classroom, college, and track and field. It could go to, or it does go to, a student whose enthusiasm is paralleled by their ability to pursue the truth and whose ideals are dedicated to making the world a better place. This year's recipient is Sophie Ginsberg. The Judy Cramer Award. The Judy Cramer Award is awarded to a student, a sophomore, the year Judy taught, who demonstrates passion and commitment to world history, as well as activism at the local, state, or national level. The student awarded this prize usually receives a book. The ideal candidate is a passionate student of world history and an active participant in making the world a better place through political activism. This year's recipient is Aaron Shoemaker. Finally, the University of Rochester Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award. This award is presented to a junior who has demonstrated commitment to understanding and addressing of difficult social issues, has shown leadership and dedication to community action, has strong grades, and taken rigorous courses in the humanities and social studies. This year's recipient is Ahani Polino Romano.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon. I would now like to invite up Mr. Mark Russo, one of our Norcross administrators, to present the next award.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight, and of course, congratulations to all of our recipients. It is an honor to stand before you tonight to present 2 awards, both on behalf of Clarkson University. The first award is the Clarkson University Leadership Award. This award is presented to a member of the junior class who demonstrates outstanding leadership qualities, has an academic interest in engineering, business, science, or liberal arts, is recognized by students and faculty as having been a positive contributor to their school and community, and has achieved an academic class rank in the top 15%. Additionally, if the recipient of this award applies and is accepted into Clarkson University for the fall of 2023, they will receive a total of $60,000, $15,000 per year. This year's recipient is Daniel Rivera. So that was the Clarkson University Leadership Award. This is the Clarkson University Achievement Award. This award is also presented to a member of the junior class who demonstrates outstanding leadership qualities, has an academic interest in engineering, business, science, or liberal arts, is recognized by students and faculty as having been a positive contributor to their school and community, and has achieved an academic class rank in the top 15%. Additionally, if the recipient of this award applies and is accepted into Clarkson University for the fall of 2023, they will receive a total of $48,000, $12,000 per year. This year's recipient is Patrick Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Russo. I would now like to invite up Ms. Reagan Figueroa, one of the other assistant principals, to present the other award.
All right, good evening. I will be presenting 2 awards tonight. The first one is the Bryn Mawr President's Book Award. This award recognizes a female junior who embodies the core characteristics of a Bryn Mawr woman. She exhibits an intense intellectual commitment, has a self-directed and purposeful vision of her life, and has a desire to make a meaningful contribution to the world. This year's winner is Sophia Alexandru. The next award is the St. Michael's College Book Awards. The St. Michael's College Book Awards for academic achievement with a social conscience recognizes outstanding students who demonstrate a commitment to volunteerism and leadership in their community service endeavors and are members of the National Honor Society. This year's recipients are Priya Kumar and Roman Stala.
Thank you, Ms. Figueroa. I would now like to invite up Mr. Vidiello back again.
Okay, I am back to present 2 awards. The first one is the New York State Attorney General's CCC Awards, which is an award presented to students with the character, courage, and commitment to improve society. These students exhibit those qualities that demonstrate a deep concern for their community and the social environment in which they live. This year's recipients are Bryn Austin, Ispando Sidlali, Ryan Conrad, Andres Gomez Garcia, Laisha Hatsaluludis, Mackenzie Kelly, Lily Chris Horvath, Albert Mundadanan, Paolo Perone, and Nadab Ujowski. John
given to a junior who demonstrates a desire for intellectual and moral growth, has an uncommon interest in and a capacity for independent and original scholarship, strength of character necessary to employ the results of their scholarship for betterment of society. This year's recipient is Michael Caridi. And last but certainly not least, I would like to invite up Mr. Marullo, who is going to present our Business Education Awards.
Good evening all and welcome. I have the pleasure this evening of announcing the following recipients for outstanding achievement. We will begin with the business education. For outstanding achievement in career and financial management, we recognize Fatima Orozco Brandeis. For outstanding achievement in marketing, Leah Menutomali. We now move over to computer science. For outstanding achievement in Project Lead the Way Computer Science Principles, we recognize the following students: Liam Antonucci, Miguel Huerta, Mark J. Rosenthal. For Project Lead the Way Computer Science Essentials, we recognize Leila Tomlin, Andros Yovenes, Amber Lau, Allison Porcelli, Kei Watanabe, and Stefan Kamash. The Rochester Institute of Technology, Innovation, and Creativity Award is presented to two students who are pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum, ranked top 10% of their class, are involved as leaders in school and or community, and demonstrate outstanding achievement in innovation, creativity, or entrepreneurship. This year's recipients are Riley Falve and Jacob Lee. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Les.
The Rochester Institute of Technology Computing Medal and Scholarship Award is presented to two students who are pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum, ranks at the top 10% of their class, is involved as a leader in school or community, and demonstrates an interest and ability in computing. This year's recipients are Selena Bradley and Vincenzo Bonaiuto.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Awesome. The University of Rochester's Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology is presented to a student with a strong interest in innovation and information technology, as well as a level of achievement in this area. The student is exposed to new technologies outside of school and leads other students to new approaches to old problems. This year's recipient is Jason Canone. Jack Canone, excuse me. Jack Canone.
Congratulations, awesome.
And finally, in regards to library media, For outstanding library services, we recognize Abigail Halperin, Thomas J. Keegan, Fidel A. Lozada Felix, Christopher Maldonado, Jensen Sherpa, Nicole Kamaguardi, Nadia Jones, Savannah Pomeroy, Gabriela Carrera, Itzel Garcia Ramirez, Catherine Peller, and Alex Ramirez Velasquez. For Information Literacy Award, we recognize Rachel Villapo.
Thank you, congratulations to all our outstanding students.
Okay, so I just want to take a moment to thank all the parents and students and congratulations to the students for all of their hard work. Kudos to you guys, especially during the past couple of years. Congratulations, let's give them a round of applause one more time. Thank Dr. Ricca, our Board of Ed, for their continued support of our programs here at White Plains High School. And then also thank my fellow administrators for joining us this evening, as well as the man behind the camera, Mr. Shepard, as well as my assistants, Mrs. Damiak, Ms. Mendoza, Ms. Ponferrado. We could not have done this without you guys. So thank you very much for everything you guys did to pull off this evening. And I wish everyone a wonderful evening and happy spring. Have a great evening.